If you're shooting groups like this, and you want to shoot groups like this, stay tuned to this video, y'all, because today I'm going to be going over one of the biggest things in archery and how to transform your groups from looking crappy like that to looking nice and tight. Let's get into it, y'all. Now, y'all, there's a lot of factors that go into shooting tight groups consistently and well. One of the biggest things is your form. One of the biggest being your grip. I've talked about this in past videos, and this video is going to be mainly over your grip and how to correctly hold your bow. As you guys may have seen in past videos, I don't know if I have any footage of it, but way back when, I'll put some more footage up on here, but when I first started shooting about 2.5 years ago, I started with an old crappy Bear Cruiser G2. Wasn't very good, but it got the job done when it came to me wanting to shoot my bow a lot, and I got into a habit of having a death grip on my bow. And that is not the way you want to hold your bow whatsoever. A death grip is when you're holding your bow way too tight. It can cause your bow to torque and among other problems. When you start doing social media and stuff like that, you get a lot of comments, whether it's positive or negative, about everything you do, whether it's your form, your bow, your surroundings, how you look, anything. Positive or negative, it's bound to happen. But one of those things that I was getting in my comments was my form. And I started to take it more and more serious as I went along and started to look into form, how to correctly shoot. Looking up to people such as Chris B, Elk Shape, all those people. Taking from what they know and applying it to myself, I was able to transform my form and my grip, moving away from the death grip into what I have now. Like we were saying, death grip is not a grip you want to have. Another grip is basically the exact opposite of that. Another grip that you do not want is a very loose grip, because that can cause almost more problems than a death grip. Because if you're very loose with your bow, you have no stability whatsoever, and that bow is going to go all over the place, and you will be losing arrows. I can almost guarantee it. It's just one of those things where you got to play it smart. Getting into the correct grip, though. The correct way to hold your bow, in simplest terms to explain, is you want a firm but looser grip. You want to be able to have that bow firmly in your hand, but you do not want to be holding it like a death grip, like super tight. You want to have that little loose feel to it almost. When I'm holding my bow, where I am setting it, say I have my palm right here, I'm setting it right in this crease right there. And I am touching my thumb to my pointer finger like that. Having it like that, and then I am slowly tucking my fingers back like that, right beneath it. I'm not squeezing it tight, holding it with a death grip, and I'm not really loose where I'm not even holding on, touching fingers or nothing like that. I want a loose but firm grip. What it looks like in a bow is, I'll see if I can get this thing to focus a little bit here. I'll touch my thumb over my pointer finger, have it like that, and then I tuck my fingers underneath like that. And that gives me a firm grip where that thing is not gonna go anywhere. But I can also tilt forward, side to side, and not in an overly torquing manner, if you want to say. It's one of those things where it's a firm but loose grip. One thing you do not want to have is having your fingers way up here, or having them up, having this way too high, because when you have an arrow in there, you let that arrow fly, it is going to hit your hand, and it is not going to feel good. That's how you want to hold your grip. That's the correct grip. You want a firm but loose grip. That's one of the things that really tightened up my groups, y'all. Really kind of fixed the way I was shooting. Again, I'm not the perfect archer whatsoever, but it's one of those things when I started taking it serious and trying to change, it really took me to the next level to where I am today. And I greatly suggest, if you guys are struggling with your groups being far off or not consistent, look at your grip, because grip is one of the biggest things when it comes to being a consistent, good archer, having those tight groups. I learned it early on enough where it hasn't become a horrible habit, and here we are today. So thanks for watching, y'all. If that helped you guys tighten up your groups, let me know down in the comments. If you guys have any other tips, tricks, let me know. And let me know what other video you guys want to see. If you guys want to see more videos like this, trying to help you guys with your skills, let me know down in the comments. But please subscribe, turn on notifications, greatly help out. Go follow _Beamer Outdoors, greatly appreciate y'all. But see you next one, y'all. Here we go.